very angry sexual things
Yeah,
were expressed on this podcast.
I don't even know why. I don't necessarily share the views and opinions expressed by my own mouth. But, they are paying to be on here.
They are. They deserve equal airtime.
That is true.
For even your censored thoughts.
Uh-oh. Get-oh. Oh, I guess we can talk about stuff that I've heard on The Daily Show explaining politics to me.
Oh, okay. Shoot away. Wait, is The Daily Show still on?
Yeah, it has Trevor Noah now.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I know it doesn't have John Juanito. Yeah. How long has he been gone?
He's been gone for 6 months, 7 months. It's been a while.
Knew it wasn't like super recent.
He left, I think, last summer, and a new guy took over, I want to say, in the fall.
Okay. Some sexy new stud.
Oh, yeah. He is so hot. Oh, my God. OMG.
So what's up? Tell me about some politics.
Okay. Well, apparently he was explaining how the delegate system
super delegates?
No, actually, not specifically super delegates. Even how just the normal delegate shit is all kinds of fucked up. And he was explaining it like, I think he talked specifically about how Louisiana's fucking over Trump. Because even though, obviously he doesn't like Trump.
Right.
He does think it's unfair, some of the stuff that's going on. Like, for instance, he won Louisiana by a solid percentage. Mm-hmm. It's like, I think it was 42 to 37 or something like that over Cruz. Plus there was Rubio in the mix. Well, I guess because the delegates go by district. And so even though he won, they had an equal number of delegates, 18 each.
Okay.
Well, it was like, okay, it was a district thing, whatever. But then I guess Cruz got an extra 5 delegates for some like undecided crap. And then since Rubio dropped out, those 5 delegates got to decide where they go, and they also chose Cruz. So even though Cruz lost the state, he got 10 more delegates than him.
Yeah, it's weird how those things work.
And I mean, the super delegates are just, I'm not going to lie, straight up stupid.
Yeah, that's some bogus shit.
Yeah, but you bring up the fact that also that the political parties are technically private entities, not related to, they're not public things, they're not owned by the government. So these are really just their rules that they've set up in each state, or that their, things have been set up in each state.
Did all this shit just happen, or were there always super delegates and all this weird shit all the time?
Super delegates, I think it's just a Democrat thing.
Okay.
And I know that's been around for a while. I can't tell you exactly how long. It's not like brand new by any stretch. I know that much.
This just seems to be the first I'm hearing of it.
Well, because usually people didn't really give a shit. Like, oh, hey. I mean, think about it. There used to be like I remember growing up, there wasn't a 24-hour news cycle going on. There was just, I mean, there was CNN, and that was mostly infomercials. I mean,
it's just one of those things. Like it even sounds like a lie. It's like, well, I got more delegates. Yeah, but I have more super
delegates. Because we're taking this out of the hands of the people, so they cannot be trusted.
They don't know what the hell they're doing.
They don't know what they want. We'll show them what they want.
Same thing rapists say, oddly enough.
You are being politically raped, America. There you go. We just got controversial. # politics.
Absolutely. Which, I mean, there's a lot of truth to it. Yeah. I mean, well, we all remember the Bush election that kind of went all sorts of ways.
Yeah.
Hanging chads and pop nipples.
Yeah, and I love it's funny, just like the fact that so many of these candidates, everyone only has an opinion about something, like against something, when it's negative against them.
Yeah.
Kind of like I can show all this stuff because it's all I can think about is all these like Trump and everyone else complaining like, oh, you're just disenfranchising people, the votes aren't counting, blah blah blah. And I'm like,
right.
No one really cares when you disenfranchise poors and minorities. At least Republicans don't. They're all for that because they're preventing voter fraud by disenfranchising millions of people. But hell, if you're disenfranchising people voting for me, now we got a problem. Now you're violating democracy.
It's always that way.
Yeah.
No matter what side you're on.
Exactly. It's
keep
not
getting the digs.
Specific for anyone. I mean, I think I like about the shows. They've done stuff on like Bernie Sanders. How like, everyone's like, oh, he's true to his word and all this other stuff. He's not a real politician, and they've shown all this stuff. He's just a regular politician. He goes back on his stuff all the time. He'll get up opinions that are popular, keep them until they're not popular, and then change his opinion.
But did you watch the Hillary one? That one was brutal.
Hers are always brutal, and with good reason. They
went back. I don't remember the name of the video, but it was something like when you realize Hillary Clinton is crazy as fuck or something like that, to where it's like so bad. It's like blatantly crazy.
Well, she takes on any opinion that will get her a vote.
Yeah,
I love that SNL actually did a sketch on her. Specifically, she's like doing this ad, where as the ad goes on, she just starts turning into Bernie Sanders. And I remember when I was a young Jewish man.
Right? Those were the days. Those were the beautiful days.
It's nutty.
What's the answer, Burgowski? How do we fix all this? If we could start over a clean slate, and
you just go direct voting.
Direct voting, absolutely. I think that's the way
most votes wins. It's really that. I don't understand why it would be more difficult. Like, I understand back in the day why you needed this.
Yeah.
When you didn't have the lines of communication, you couldn't tally things up in the same manner. You needed to kind of break everything up into segments so everyone could kind of do their own thing and send over hey, you've got this from us, you've got this from us, you've got whatever. But now, they can pretty much count down to so-and-so had exactly this many votes.
Right.
So-and-so had exactly this many votes. And unless it's within a relatively small percentage of each other, it's pretty damn accurate.
Yeah, it is pretty accurate. But what do you think about this opinion of why it's kind of an outdated system? Do the people of the past, were they less informed or more informed than people are today, in your opinion?
Significantly less informed.
I would agree with that.
However, we are not. I would not call us we have more
information.
We're certainly
not well
informed. Most of it is wrong. Most people, most stuff you think about someone is incorrect. I mean,
a lot of it's confirmation bias of crazy people.
And not only that, you look at what gets reported. Half the time, it's just wrong shit, and people just straight up lying. It's kind of I hate going always back to the Daily Show, but that's where, at this point, since I have no cable and very little free time, it's where I get most of my news. It didn't used to be this way, but it is now. So
there's nothing wrong.
I got to roll with it. At least when I worked at the hotel, I got to watch CNN all the time.
Yeah, it's true. I haven't watched TV in I think it's been 2 years. So
yeah, I watch TV shows, but on Hulu, on demand, shit like that.
Yeah, but news and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Goes away.
Yeah, I would love to have a news program again, because honestly, I'm not going to go to their websites to try to find news articles, except for when I'm on this show on my phone, which I can't do right now because I got no data.
Damn data.
2 more days.
When are they going to make data free for everyone?
Never.
Level the playing field, I say.
Okay, Bernie.
These rich phone buyers can't have all the information, can they?
Yes. This has been proven. All right.
Like the city of Ypsilanti has free Wi-Fi.
Do they?
It's not good, but it is free.
It's free.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, citywide. Kind of crazy.
That's great.
Yeah, that's great. They could probably do it pretty badass. They probably could do 4G, but you gotta fucking change the structure and all this shit. But yeah, I just learned that. That's why I'm bringing it up.
Okay.
Yeah, no other point.
I had no idea. I'm learning something new, and that's the only reason I come here.
Yeah, I think it's just the downtownish area. I don't think it expands to the countrywide. And there's a lot of country-esque parts of Ypsi that probably don't take it. Maybe I'm wrong though. Maybe
it's called
great
ass
there too.
backwards. That's the word you're looking for.
Yeah,
ass backwards.
Ass backwards.
Yes.
Yeah, this everywhere around the vicinity of Deja Vu has Wi-Fi. You don't want those strippers to be out of connection,
Exactly.
How are they going to start their prostitution rings without the internet?
And how are they going to check on their Etsy stores? Come on now.
That's true. Every stripper has an Etsy store. I don't know why that is.
They all have something to sell. They're very creative.
They are very creative. It's one of those bizarre things. And it's so funny that you mentioned that, because you look back, it's yes, they all have an Etsy store, and none of them are doing well. None of them are selling anything.
Almost nothing on Etsy does well. I don't understand why that exists. It's like the worst place.
Complete waste of time, in my opinion. But as long if it gives people something to do, if it keeps them off the pipe, well, God bless it.
We start coming with Etsy ads. Do you have a garbage hobby? Is it starting to clutter up your house? Do you think someone will pay for it? Well, roll the dice and play Etsy.
Some shitty arts and crafts you made that wouldn't be available in any store ever, possibly.
But hey, it might get featured on At Midnight as part of a sketch about terrible things you can get on Etsy.
Well, here's the thing. I found that people that enjoy making those terrible things also enjoy buying equally terrible things, like just junk from people's house. So those people, they see it and they're like, wow, someone else's shit? Let me buy that. That
hey,
like
sock puppets, that's actually just a sock. I'm in. You got to use your imagination. I love it.
Looks like my 4-year-old created it in fucking kindergarten class. I'll buy some
Stop
of those
talking about Pollock like that.
Oh, I should. Poor Jackson. God rest his soul.
God rest his beautiful soul.
What was I watching? I was watching Shark Tank the other night. Actually, last night. And,
on CNBC?
On CNBC. Well, I watch it on fucking Hulu. So.
Oh, okay.
But
so you probably watch it straight from I think this is it ABC or CBS?
Oh fuck, I have no idea. I don't even know.
It's probably CBS. I know you think CNBC, it's going to be an NBC, but it's not.
Right.
So I think it's CBS.
Little swap stations there.
Yep.
But these guys had come up with, I never seen the Shark Tank Cuban, the fucking bald guy. I can't remember his name right now, Mr. Wonderful.
I know exactly who everyone is. I don't really watch the show, but I've seen episodes of it. It's occasionally funny. I think it's just like,
enjoyable.
If you had a good idea, I don't know why you would go on there.
No, it seems like,
if
you have if you have a good idea and no money, I guess it's a good place to start.
When I see them go on there, a lot of them have a good idea and some money. Maybe not as much money as they want, maybe not the connections they want, but largely you're going to be giving up a good chunk of what you got for what is relatively little. For a little bit of money and maybe some help.
Yeah, I don't know that a lot of them are really in good shape when they go.
I know decent, because I know they've done like clip things that are like, well, I know that you can only believe it so much because it's an episode made by Shark Tank about some of the people. But they do show people that have been very successful with it.
Yeah, there's people that have not gotten deals that have still gotten.
Oh yeah, there's people that didn't get deals because especially if you got something you don't think is going to sell on there. I think it's a great idea to go on there because at least you got exposure.
Yeah, and you'll sell some shit just for being on Shark Tank.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people's websites.
It was a collapsible kayak that you could like fold
I did see that one. That was pretty cool.
Into like a backpack, and I thought that was fucking amazing. And
that is a good
nice
idea. Because then you could literally carry your kayak with you.
Yeah, and it looked cool. Like once you unfolded it, it didn't look like it was some piece of garbage that was going to break the moment you put it in the water. And I think it was like certified up like level 3 rapids or some bullshit. I can't remember.
Huh.
But it was supposed to be pretty high quality.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, there's some things on there that are great. There's some things that are on there that are a little weird. Like this one guy had something, it was like this learning program, but it came with like a plush toy that like was the robot, and then you had to have this almost like this, I don't know if you remember the leaf pad or whatever the fuck it was.
I think it's a leap pad, but yeah.
Leap pad, there you go. I was thinking it was green, and I'm like,
was
it a leaf or was it a frog?
Yeah, it's Leapfrog products.
Okay, very good.
My nephews have quite a few of those.
So he had something like that, and it was like, it made no sense, because they were like, well, what the hell is this plush toy? Like, it's not connected to it. It's just like a toy, and then there's...
So does it relate to the program at all? Like, you're supposed to...
Well, the plush toy is like a character that's in this interactive
So he's like a mascot.
Correct.
But he's not like an integral... Like, even if it's not directly hooked up to the
system. It's not like a Bluetooth or anything.
No. Yeah. It doesn't even have to be that, but like... Is it one of those things where it's like, okay, where on its body is the diamond or something like that?
No. It's
so
just
didn't
literally
at all.
It has a speaker in it, and the guy was arguing because they were like, "Well, who are you going to take this to?" And they're like naming all these, learning companies and stuff like that, and like Brookstone, or not Brookstone, but something similar.
Yeah.
And they're like, "What the fuck are they? They're not gonna buy your plush toy. They can make 1 billion fucking plush toys. They're probably not gonna do a deal with you." It was just kind of funny though. It was just like little things. But the point I wanted to talk about was these guys came up with this. It's just. It's like they do this intro, and it's like, revolutionary. Are people spending too much time on their phone? People are always looking at their phone all the time. They're distracted. They're phone addicted. So what is our product? And they rip off like a thing, and on their shirts it's like, no phone. And it's like, see what it is? It's a piece of plastic that looks like a cell phone, but it does not do anything at all. And they're like, it's the pet rock of our generation. It was painful. And they had one that you could upgrade that had a mirror on it, and it was their selfie edition. See? And so Cuban's like, Cuban goes, do you guys have a franchise for this? They're like, actually, yes, we do. And he's like, if there's one thing I hate, it's pointless, or not patents. He goes, if there's one thing I hate, it's fucking useless patents clogging up the patent. And he got kind of pissed off about that. And then,
well, it's a stupid product, and I know that they only got brought on the show probably to get made fun of.
Oh yeah, and
which I'm sure but they probably loved it, and I'm sure it increased sales.
Oh, for sure, they sold 3,400 of these fuckers already just online.
Probably gag gifts.
Absolutely,
yeah.
Gag
I
gifts.
mean, that's the only way I could see anyone buying.
And it was like $12 a piece. I think they said it cost them $2 to make the fucking thing. You're selling them for $12. People are gonna spend $12 for a dumbass gift.
Yeah,
100%. Under $20, people go nuts.
Yeah, exactly. I bought some really stupid things because they weren't that expensive. Like, am I ever gonna need this? No. Am I even gonna give it to this person I mean to? Probably not. Is it only $8? Fuck it.
Well, it was, yeah, we dealt with a lot of those things. Like, remember when we were pilots in the U.S. Navy, and we left Kruger up there alone? And,
well, we pretty much had to.
But then we went back to get him, and then we brought him back. And I remember our commanding officer said that if we didn't shape up, that we were going to be flying a cargo plane full of rubber dog shit out of Hong Kong.
Man, I loved Vietnam. And Laos. Laos was also pretty great.
It was all a bundle of fun.
It was.
The problem was they kept finding us in Cambodia, slipping across the border.
Hey, what are you going to do when you're part of Air America?
Starring Robin Williams.
No, that was Hello Vietnam.
Oh, yeah.
This was Mel Gibson's.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I can't keep them all straight. I can never remember Vietnam movies. I don't know if it's Full Metal Jacket, Apocalypse Now, fucking, what's the one with Willem Dafoe? Actually, there were two with Willem Dafoe.
Thin Red Line?
Oh, was it? It had Charlie Sheen in it.
Oh, Apocalypse Now.
No. It was another one.
Charlie Sheen was in Apocalypse Now, wasn't he?
No, Martin Sheen was in Apocalypse Now.
Oh.
His dad. Charlie Sheen was in one. He plays a bad guy, and then Tom Berenger is in it. Oh, it's gonna fucking drive me nuts now.
Fuck.
It's the scene where Willem Dafoe is running through the jungle, and then he gets shot up, and he falls on his knees, and he's like.
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about, but I am having a lot of trouble with this right now.
Yeah, I'm completely blanked on it.
You're the one with the computer.
Yeah, that's true. I could look it up. The old Apocalypse Now
esque movie.
Esque type of movie. Let's see. Hot Shots made fun of it.
Lots of things have made fun of it. Like everything that makes fun of anything has made fun of that scene. It's just so memorable.
Oh, this stupid thing.
From, whatever movie that is.
Yeah, the other one Willem Dafoe was in was Flight of the Intruder, which was also a good Vietnam movie.
I'm sure I've seen it.
Platoon!
Platoon!
How can we not remember Platoon? There's like, anyone who's listening is like screaming, Platoon, you fucking morons.
Yep. All right. Well, we pieced that one together.
But yeah, great movie. You gotta love Charlie Sheen in Platoon.
Yes, a fact we knew from the beginning.
Yep.
Thank you for playing along.
Absolutely. We just wanted to get everyone riled up.
We're trying to endorse the internet in general.
Yeah.
We really want that thing to take off.
Use it, abuse it, play with it. Just stay on it no matter what you do.
Mm-hmm.
So
Talking about dicks, right?
Yeah,
All right,
big
good.
dicks, preferably
Okay.
black and covered in lotion.
That's probably better. That'd probably be a lot better.
So Ariel
All right.
Helwani got fired from.
I just heard this.
I mean,
from
I
you.
don't know if he got fired or if he left Fox.
All
I'm gonna have you look that one up.
right. Well, I'm gonna need a phone then.
Yeah, my phone's really slow, but go ahead and knock yourself out. From the articles that I read so far, it was kind of really vague as to why he left. He just said that he wasn't going to be part of it anymore. I don't know if there was some drama. A lot of people had speculated that since Fox got a UFC deal and all this stuff, that the UFC had something to do with Ariel Helwani not being able to be there anymore.
I thought UFC liked Ariel Helwani.
I thought they liked him too.
Yeah, I mean, they used him in a lot of stuff.
Yeah. An absurd amount of things. And he's pretty good. He's been there, one of the guys from day fucking one.
I mean, he's not someone that, is going to go out there and really kind of get into it with anyone. He's one of those people that, if a controversy happens, he's not going to hop on top of that, and start, really digging into it like you would kind of hope someone would. One of those things that are probably more likely to try to explain it away, which is something you see with a lot of announcers. That's why I love Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
You see something wrong, he'll call you on it. Everyone else is like, well, he didn't see it. It didn't happen. I mean, he's one of the best out there. If there's anything wrong.
Well, a lot of fighters don't like Ariel Helwani because they think he's a shit starter. They think he tries to start a bunch of drama between people. I haven't found that to be true when I watch him. I actually
apparently
enjoyed him quite a
Helwani
bit.
was fired.
Okay. So we've got that piece of the puzzle. Ariel Helwani. He wears shorts underneath his he's just wearing a suit top. He's actually wearing shorts underneath his suit. I believe all people on camera do that. I'm going to start doing that. People don't know. Below the belt here, I'm not wearing anything. As a matter of fact, I typically am fondling my testicles for about at least a good half hour of any given hour-long podcast.
Apparently, they're saying that the main rumor is that during an interview with Rory McDonald, he kind of promoted the idea of free agency.
And that's why they would fire him?
Yeah, I guess so.
Whiny bastards. That's the kind of shit that pisses me off. You pay a guy to, speak his mind, be artistically creative, and do his job as a fucking announcer, broadcaster, interviewer. And then you get a little butthurt when he starts talking about something you may not fucking agree about. Assholes. Idiots. Scumbags. I don't know. But
apparently, I guess he said that they just kind of called him out of the blue, gave him a very short
phone call,
it was like
a boom, like a quick
and
thing.
then he said one of the things that really kind of irritated him is the fact that, he worked with a lot of those people at Fox since, day one of, UFC Tonight, the MMA Hour, all the other stuff. And when he got fired, not one of them called him.
Yeah, what a bunch of fucking morons.
They just kind of cut him out.
Well, I think he still will probably be doing the MMA fighting.
All right, well, I think he still does the MMA, the MMA fighting and the MMA Hour. It's just the Fox stuff like the UFC Tonight and the UFC specific shows. And
people are still gonna always fucking tune in for Ariel Helwani. He's one of the top dudes. So, what the fuck? I think he'll be just hunky fucking dory without him.
Yeah, they think because the Fox is so heavily invested in the UFC, they don't want him. They don't want anyone saying anything that might discredit or damage the UFC in any ways, even if it's a legitimate news story.
That's bullshit, man.
I know it's not even journalism at that point. At that point, just you're
just a paid
propaganda,
talking man. Yeah, do what we say. It's scripted.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit bothers
the
fuck
I forgot.
out of me.
Yeah, because I'm going through this article. I completely forgot about Kenny Florian. He got in trouble for plagiarism.
Oh, did he?
Oh yeah, you don't remember that? That
I
was
do not at
probably
all.
a month or two ago. Yeah, he wrote some article in which he heavily plagiarized someone from Bleacher Report.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, in his article, half the thing was pretty much a direct cut and paste job.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so he got temporarily suspended.
Do you think he did that, or did he have a writer maybe did it and he just didn't verify?
Oh no, it was like his article that he writes for FoxSports.com.
Gotcha. Well, some of these guys, they have writers who write the articles for them, and they're just, put it under their name, hire this fucking staff guy.
Well, he took, the blame for it.
Yeah. Well, well he should.
Yeah.
Even if you're in that position and you hire somebody and they plagiarize it, if you didn't go back and check and verify, you got to take the heat on it.
Yeah.
So good for him for taking it on the nose.
Yeah. I mean, because he did it, so he should have. But, a lot of people still, even when they should do something, don't.
That's true. Like me, all the time.
Oh, constantly.
That's like 90% of my life. I try to avoid responsibility wherever possible.
And that's how you got away from all those sexual assault allegations.
Yeah, every single one of them. And you know what? I'm feeling like a new man because of it.
You look like a new man.
I know. People have been saying I'm glowing.
Mm-hmm.
They thought I was pregnant, but, I'm a dude.
This guy. Just, glowing is just sweating. So I don't know why they're so impressed by that.
Well, I've got a gland problem. It's glandular, seems to be.
That would explain a few things.
Hormones. I'm having like a hormone, hot flashes.
I didn't want to say you looked menopausal, but
I definitely
you kind of brought it up.
Harmonopausal. I know that didn't have anything to do with anything.
That's so great. Just awful, though.
All right, so tell me, some people got busted. Some more drug test failures.
Yes. Let me go to MMA Junkie so I can actually remember what they are.
I know.
My terrible memory.
Yeah, I know.
We obviously Machida.
Machida, as people may have heard at the beginning.
Yeah, I don't know if we're not that made it on the
I don't remember if it did either. I've been drinking a lot of Listerine lately, so I can't 100% tell for sure.
I'm pretty sure I'm blind in one eye, and I don't know why.
Yeah, it's probably just really aggressive diabetes.
Oh, and they announced, I remember they announced the New York debut show. It's going to be in November.
Yeah, they
That's
finally
got
it licensed,
Square Gardens.
which is awesome.
Yep. But they're going specifically to Madison Square Gardens in November.
So, yeah, for people that may not have heard at the beginning, or if it didn't make it on the fucking cut, Machida claimed he took a drug test, and he immediately said, hey, by the way, guys, I was doing this, this, and this. And they were like, oh, yeah, well, some of those things are banned, man. So apparently the USADA and the commission, all that stuff gets brought into play. So he may not get as harsh of a punishment by, coming clean and telling them beforehand, kind of what has happened. Which, to me, that seems like a pretty damn good deal, because if you get drug tested and you're pretty much sure that, oh, shit, they actually did randomly drug test me, you know what? I might as well just admit to it, because it's not like I'm not going to get found out. It's like when you do really shitty in school and you think report cards coming, for sometimes you always think, like, somehow my grade will change. It doesn't change.
Maybe everyone did bad and they curved the whole thing. Right. Maybe it's like everyone has card failed their drug test, so they're just going to say, fuck it.
They're going to be like, oh, you know what, live and let die. Live and let die on this one. Or maybe just something will happen where my results will be tainted and it just won't show up properly. All those could be good possibilities. Mm-hmm. I used to tell my dad that the mailman just forgot to drop off report cards. They just didn't get it in the mail. Something happened. It was mine specifically, but he never believed me. I think I went to one extent. My sister and I had got report cards mailed home to us, and we wanted to destroy the evidence, but we didn't think just throwing them away was good enough. So we took them out back. We ripped them into shreds. We dug a hole. We piled them in there. We burnt them, and then we buried them in the ground. And thank God we did not get report cards sent that time. And you know what? I don't think our folks even questioned us about that one. So score one for the good guys.
Wait, are you the good guys in this one?
Well, I'm always the good guy. Even when I do things that are wrong, where I'm clearly the bad guy, I always still think of myself as a good guy, like a fun-loving criminal who's just misunderstood. Misunderstood by the law, misunderstood by people of dignity.
Like in a movie, you would, for some reason, be played by Kevin Hart.
Yeah, I could be Kevin Hart, or I could even be like, what's another good one? It's like there's a criminal.
Paul Rudd?
But he's... Yeah, Paul Rudd could be a good one.
You know who would make...
Where do you root for the criminal? What movies got a good criminal?
Like Ocean's 11.
That's a perfect example. Who does not love Clooney and Brad Pitt? You gotta love them.
Exactly.
They're two guys that you can't not love.
And when you look at us, don't you think Clooney and Brad Pitt?
You see Clooney and Brad.
Clearly.
I think that's what most people think when they see us. It's like one of those.
Naturally.
It just automatically they go right to it.
It's just like a double take. Like, wait, huh?
Yeah, we get a lot asked for autographs and stuff, and
it's like, man, Clooney, you really let yourself go.
No, you just tell them
Val Kilmer on it.
The camera guys
decreases like
decreases.
100 pounds.
There's this
really
common
shit up.
Which you guys don't understand. Years ago, the camera used to add 10 pounds. Ever since they switched to HD, it actually reduces weight. Widescreen changed everything.
The future is amazing.
It's a beautiful thing.
It is.
You're still dating that Italian supermodel, right?
God, I hope so. It's been a while since I've seen her. Presumed dead.
Well, yeah, that happens when you leave them locked in a trunk in your basement.
It didn't to the other ones.
No,
wait, yes, it did.
They found you on FetLife. They wanted to be in-home slaves.
That is the main use for that website. That is correct.
I remember when I first heard about that, I went on there. I'm browsing all over the place. And you would not believe the amount of people who want to be like a gimp. Like they want to be locked in your house. They want to be... It's mostly guys. I didn't find that there were a lot of chicks who wanted that. But I found a lot of dudes.
Women have, like options.
Yeah, a lot of dudes don't mind living in a Foot Locker in some chick's basement who's going to feed them and go downstairs and occasionally beat the living shit out of them. Like, they're cool with
the
that.
Possibility of some level of sex, I have to assume at some point.
Yeah, well, they're hoping that happens.
Yeah, they're willing to take the chance. And I say, you know what? They're living their dream. All the power to them.
They're willing to take the chance to live in someone's sex dungeon in the event that
in a trunk in someone's sex dungeon.
In the event that once every month they may get their wiggly stretched. That's a James Lee word. He's been using wiggly stretched a lot, and now it's like
no insult
rubbed
to him.
Off.
Don't like it. Sounds weird.
Not a big fan?
No.
I thought it was weird for a while, and I didn't like it.
Maybe it'll grow on me, too.
It grew on me like a genital wart, I'll tell you that.
And believe me, this guy knows about genital warts.
I can tell you everything you need to know. What you need to know, apple cider vinegar, my friends.
I've heard this
apple cider
from
vinegar.
You. Yeah.
Takes the fuckers right out.
Dries the shit out of them.
Dries the shit out of them.
So we're here to help you. That's our medical segment, STD-related medical segment.
That's right. That's the good doctor, Mr. Rogowski, and myself. He's not a medical doctor.
No. Nor am I a doctor of anything else.
Not at all.
Like a doctor of fine arts, I can't even say that. But I have a master in arts, which I think sounds better than a doctor. But, that's just me.
Yeah, when you master means that you've, mastered it.
Exactly.
How much more mastery can you get?
Which I think means I'm an artist. But,
you are an artist.
Thank you.
When you become good enough, as Jack Nicholson once said in a movie, it just depends on how good you are at it. And you, my friend, are good enough to where you can call yourself an artist. Doesn't matter what it is.
You know what else you once said in a movie? Have you ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight?
Oh, I like that one.
Yes. I think that's also pertinent to this conversation.
Well, I think my favorite part of when he says that, Michael Keaton looks at him like, what? And he goes, that's what I say to all my prey. And then he, twirls the gun around in a weird way. He's like, I like the ring. And then shoots him, right on the last wrist roll. What do we got, Burgowski? You've been researching that fucker.
Well, I've been going through the UFC, the MMA junkie for a while, and found nothing all that important.
Oh, okay.
I guess Robbie Lawler will be coming back in probably UFC 201 or 202.
Okay.
He'll probably be fighting Tyrone Woodley. Mildly interesting, I guess.
Oh.
Good fight, though. That should be actually a really good fight.
Now, what do you think about this shit? Let me get your opinion on this. So they were going to have the tough tryouts for the 135 pounders. They announce it. The winner of the show gets a fucking title shot against Mighty Mouse. Then, after people that I know have bought plane tickets to go try out, they decide to then cancel the fucking tough tryouts. Dude, major fucking bullshit. These guys have bought fucking plane tickets already, man.
Yeah, but when you think about it, probably a couple thousand people would have shown up for it. Their chance of getting on were always very, very slim to start with. So, I mean, it is totally a dick move. There's no if about that.
Yeah.
But in reality, a lot of people would have bought plane tickets, hotel rooms to come out there, and most of them wouldn't have gotten on.
No,
so, I mean, but
the opportunity.
Yes.
They're going for an opportunity, and I think that was in full disclosure. It wasn't, but then again, you just pull the rug out from under and say, well, you know what? We're not even going to have the competition anymore. Good luck to you guys.
People, who knows why? They're probably freaked out.
Well, I know Demetrius Johnson was very vocal about the fact that this was a slap in the face to everybody in the division, saying that
you mean
they
all 6 of them?
That's what my point was.
Yeah.
Was like, how many times is this guy gonna fight the same fucking guys?
Hey, come on! I would love to see DJ versus Benavidez 23rd time.
Right.
I mean, it'll be so much different this next time.
I mean,
we can all talk about how Benavidez has a chance.
It's starting to reminisce, when you have two friends who buy a belt and they box on the weekends in their mom's basement, and they just keep passing the belt back. All right, well, you won the belt this time. Good job.
It's okay, though.
See you next weekend.
Next shot.
See you next weekend.
Yeah, I mean, the division, I mean, they got some really good fighters in there. Every fighter that's in there is really good. But it is a thin as shit division.
Yeah.
It is the only division that's as thin or thinner than the women's divisions.
Yeah.
It's just that there aren't that many fighters that are that small. And they lost a couple of their better fighters that have had so much trouble beating Demetrius that, like, for instance, what's his name? God, why am I forgetting his name?
Wally the Wombat?
Yes. He just moved up to 135. But no, God, what's his name? The guy that's always smiling, 135. Something, not Johnson.
You're thinking of. I can't place
John
his name, though.
Tompkins? No.
Josh Tompkins? No.
No.
I'm going down the wrong path.
Yep. I know I am. He won the Ultimate Fighter. He beat TJ Dillashaw for it. TJ Dillashaw got knocked out by... God damn it.
TJ is a 145er, right?
135.
135. Okay.
Yeah, the original fight might have been at 145. I don't remember specifically. But either way, they all dropped down. But this guy dropped further down to 125. He'd fought.
Demetrius is 125, right?
Yes,
okay, that's what I thought.
Yes,
right.
And it's the last guy Demetrius fought, and that he beat. The guy who did very well against him the first time they fought. Oh, God damn, I'm pissed right now. Hold on.
Back to the phone. He's going back to the phone.
I hate having to do this.
Yeah.
To remember the name of a fighter that I've been talking about literally today.
Yeah, that's kind of funny how that happens. You just start blanking out and you completely forget what the fuck was going on. But so is life. In this dead air time, I'm going to play you guys a little harmonica solo.
Please do.
It goes a little something like this. This was a Blues Travelers hit, by the way. Yeah, that part was in it. Now, can you guess what song that was?
Talking to me?
Yeah.
Oh, can you play it again?
I know that was different than I did last time.
It did sound a little different.
A little bit different, but I did that to throw you off.
All right.
That actually isn't from any Blues Travelers song, but that's the only guys that I know.
I'm going to guess and say Ride the Lightning by Metallica by
yes,
Blues Traveler.
That is correct. It's amazing how they're doing these cross band songs. It's pretty cool, pretty gnarly. So in the meantime, while you're looking up, I'm trying to think of some interesting things that have happened this week. We're opening up our new Waterford location on Monday, which should be great. It's on Dixie Highway, and God, I can't think of the cross street now. This is terrible. Fremby Road and Dixie Highway. So we'll be opening up that little spot. Another shout out to all our fine people at Fishy Business over on Farmington Road and 8 Mile. It's going really good. It's going strong. I have been told there are a shit ton of plecos coming in this week. So if you are interested, get over to Fishy Business and check it out. Go see Chris Crothers. He'll be working there.
All right. I got it now.
All
It's
right.
John Dodson.
Oh, that's right.
How the fuck did I not remember?
Dude, how did I not know? I've been playing him as Dodson on the Ultimate Fighter game.
Oh, wait, well, that's the only fight I saw from today's UFC. Was him making his 135 re-debut.
Yep.
And he took on Manny and Gambirian. And Gambirian came in as a solid underdog. I was like, I think a mistake. Gambirian's a lot bigger than him. He's a good fighter.
Uh-huh.
Dodson ran through him. That fight was like 30 seconds
like
long.
Freight train.
Knocked him out. I mean, he just beat the hell out of him.
Dodson.
It was pretty great.
We got Dodson here.
here.
See? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Now give me that weird Barbasol can that's actually a freezer that I can put embryos in.
Okay. But it has to be human embryos because I want to steal them from women and sell them.
Yep. That's a good idea.
A lot of money in that. Freezing your eggs. Also kidnapping women. Lots of money.
There was a guy recently who had inquired about some sperm, about some going to not a fertility clinic, but a sperm bank. And there's one in Birmingham, Michigan.
Okay.
That I used to go to. And it was, Michigan Cryo. I think it's just called Michigan Cryotherapy. Not to be confused with the cryotherapy where you freeze yourself for health and fitness-related reasons, but cryotherapy is in cryogenics for your sperm. And he was kind of asking me how the whole thing worked. So I told him it's not all that it's built up to be. You know, there's a lot of tests going into it that you have to take, and your sperm has to be able to survive the freezing period. So they have to be able to freeze it.
Also, you have to be able to put your balls in ice. That's how you kind of train for it.
It's a Wim Hof method of putting your balls in a bucket of ice cubes. Does wonders, absolute wonders.
Tightens shit up.
Well, anyways, he was talking about it, and I told him you gotta first see if the sperm survives the freezing process. If it survives that, then they tell you to come on back and say, okay, you got viable sperm. They can be unfrozen, and they're just as good as the day they went in. After that, you got to go through all this genetic testing. You got to go through like family history and all this. Then you're allowed to donate. The downside to donating, this gentleman who I'm talking to has a current girlfriend, so I assume they have sex on a fairly regular basis. Problem is, though, if you're donating sperm, you can't have sex, jerk off, or do anything within 3 days of donating. So if you donate twice a week, to get your $500 a week or whatever it is that you're going to get, then basically you will not be doing any jerking it unless it's there in that office for as long as you decide you want to do that. So it does put a damper on your free time. But, it's just what you got to do. What you got to do if you're going to donate yourself to the cause.
If you really want to make a living doing this.
If you want to make a living as a jerk-off guy.
Yep.
Did you see that video of the Japanese jerk-off machine?
Yes, I have.
It
was on the Daily Show. And
awesome
it was
thing in the
so world. Weird. And it, Jordan Kepper came out doing it too. It was like, oh God, yes. It's like, you're in the middle of the show. I go, oh my God, it feels so real. It's like everyone's watching.
For people who don't know what the hell we're talking about, the Japanese have come up with this virtual reality sex machine that's like
shocking.
You're right. It's like you wear, I think, like an Oculus or the equivalent of.
Yes.
And on the video, there's a woman who's riding your cock.
According to the videos I saw, a cartoon woman.
Which to me takes away from it.
It definitely takes away from it, but
woman
as far as like early prototypes go, that might have been
pretty rad,
the best
option
they can do for them,
now.
So they could work with some stuff better than you could with the live action model.
That's true. It will get to live action.
Maybe because Who knows? Maybe it adapts to your movements or something. So you need something that is controllable.
That's true too. Yeah,
I don't know the specifics about it. I did not look into this. Oddly enough,
I'm
really
gonna
think I
look
would've.
into it.
I'm gonna get one.
Look the fucking. I want one for.
No, I'm just gonna get an Oculus and start jerking off more. That's it.
An Oculus and a fleshlight, the poor man's version of the Japanese jerk off robot.
Look at that and Siri to keep telling that she loves me.
Someone to whisper sweet nothings in my ear. But it's this, you wear an Oculus, like the virtual reality goggles, and then there's like this like body harness that goes on you, and it's got like a pair of tits on it. That like the guy, this Asian dude who's using it is like
it's not where they should be. They're flat, so they're like perpendicular. So they're like if you're standing up, the nipples would be facing the ceiling.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like they're laying down. Like it's almost like you're growing tits from underneath.
It's
makes
weird.
No sense.
Yeah, it'd be like if they were riding you, but like in the middle of your stomach.
And then there's this like thing that holds your dick that's like on a series of like arms. It's like,
yeah, it looks. I'm not gonna lie. Terrifying. Also, do you gotta be like erect when you go into it, or how does this work?
I feel like you do have to. I feel like your dick, you can go in it. I feel like there's probably a little bit of give to it, almost like some sort of a masturbatory sleeve. Mm-hmm. You'll probably have to lube it up if it doesn't come pre-lubed.
I would assume there'd be lube involved.
Yeah, and this thing like rides you as the chick is riding you. So like it knows, and it's the fake tits are bouncing at the same rate as the tits are in the video.
Are we sure of that?
I double checked it because
Okay.
I wanted to know how accurate this was, and the tits are bouncing at the same rate. So this thing is wired
it was just like this
in.
creepy Asian guy. He was like really weirdly fondling them.
He was like gripping them like doorknobs. And you know what? I'm not going to knock him because I've been guilty of twisting tits like doorknobs. It's just a thing that I do. I don't know why. It's just something I started doing within like the past couple months.
Well, you're a little Asian. It's okay.
I'm a little Asian. But what made this so fucking funny is the look on this guy's face.
Yeah.
He's rocking an O face.
Yeah.
Like
the weirdest
time.
one. Yeah.
It's like he didn't know he was being filmed for this. Like it got too deep. Like he got way too into it, and shit was getting real. And he didn't even have his dick in it, which was the weirdest part.
Wait, are we sure about that?
Well, I didn't see.
I had assumed that there was just cover. Like it was in there. I mean, it didn't even look like it was that solidly connected. But based on his hip thrusting, I had to assume it was in there.
I thought it was, but upon further inspection of the video, it is not actually in there. The brace that goes around the penis was empty. And he had like pants. So I didn't really get why he was.
Maybe he was just trying to imitate it.
I think he was just trying to give us the full effect of what.
Of how bad Asian men are in bed, yes. I mean, we got the full effect.
I'll tell you, he deserves the extra money he gets from that because he put on a performance.
Yeah, he put in the effort.
I
will say that
stellar. You know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of the Dirty Show when the guy was this strange gentleman was writhing on the ground while this woman was hitting his dick with a string or whatever the hell it was. But
yeah,
this guy was orgasming and like flopping around on the ground like a fish and biting his lip. It was disturbing because you know what? You don't want to see a guy. As a guy, you don't want to see a guy do that. And especially you don't want to see that guy.
Yeah, that he was not a pleasant-looking individual.
And you had like a model or like a Mike O'Hearn or somebody, you could say, I could see the demonstration. It doesn't completely bug me or gross me out. But this guy was not doing the product any justice, and certainly wasn't making this woman's job look all that glamorous.
Yeah, that was a weird night.
Some big hairy bastard on the ground. Very bizarre. But that's the Dirty Show for you. You got to kind of expect that.
Yep. Weird night.
Very weird night.
But good night.
Anything good happening with you, Burgowski? You had to have something going on.
Nothing good.
Did you guys win your trivia?
The finals are tomorrow. And the answer, I'm going into the future right now. Going into the future. Hold on. No, we lost by a lot. In fact, we just had Matt drop out earlier today. But that made about an hour ago.
Oh, my
So Rob will be
God.
replacing him. Because who would have thunk it? Matt already quit.
Right.
Didn't see that one coming.
Is he notorious for this? It's kind of his thing.
Sure.
Okay. It's happened enough times where you expected it.
Let's just say we're already planning a backup.
Okay, gotcha. And when you say Rob, which Rob?
Rob Lusa.
Okay. Not Rob Drizwicki, who may be joining us on the podcast.
Yeah, he said he is good to go. Only thing he wants to do is be able to really stump for St. Baldrick's, which is the nonprofit he works for.
Which is a great charity, so he can do that shit all he wants.
As long as I've known him, he's been very, very heavily involved with it.
Yeah.
I said this year, I might even give him some money.
Yeah.
Fucking kids. Swear to God.
Well, they are
the worst.
Yeah, I know. They always want something.
I know. It's like, give me some soda, give me a cake, cure my cancer. Fuck you.
They're very needy. They're very needy, but they went to the right place.
If I do have a kid, it won't be a cancer
kid. I don't
kid.
have kids.
Yeah.
Well, there you have it, right from the horse's mouth over here. So we'll
It's all
keep that in
genetics.
mind. Keep that in mind.
Yep.
But yeah, Rob Drizwicki, St. Baldrick's, the charity.
Yep. Also,
definitely have him on. If you haven't donated, do so. It's a hell of a fucking cause.
Yep. All they work on is children's cancer, I guess.
Nice.
Yeah,
Good
they
for
all
them.
do that thing where they shave their heads, and you pay for them to
You
shave
pay
their
for
heads.
them to shave their heads.
Yeah.
I could be down with that. I'll definitely
I could be
hook them up.
too.
And then who else did you say was
Kevin from Trivia.
Kevin from Trivia. Now, I may not know who that is. Maybe
I don't
do.
think you may have met him like once or twice. He's the guy that hosts Trivia when you go
Okay.
there. Super cool guy.
I was
really
going to say,
funny.
I thought you meant Chiola. Chiola, wherever you are.
We could have him on. I wouldn't mind
We're
having
gonna have
Coach
you
Chiola on here.
on the podcast, and then we will settle our differences in the People's Forum on the wrestling mats of Franklin High School.
No, fuck that. My ring's outside.
That is true. His ring is outside.
I
It's
exclusively fight in the alleys outside of bars in New York.
outside of bars in New York.
So if anyone wants to, I do spend a lot of time in alleys there.
Yeah, he
Just
well,
look
he
around,
lives
you'll
there.
find me
One
eventually.
thing,
It's true.
him and his dog were stomped to death by a local businessman and stock trader not too long ago.
Well, my dog was stomped to death. I was stabbed repeatedly.
Oh, that's right. When he was asking if you needed help, and
Yeah, he said he's gonna give me a suit and get me washed up, maybe some food in me, and then I was really happy. I'm like, wow, a nice guy for once. It's really gonna turn my life around. And next thing I know, he murders me.
yeah, he changed his mind because he really didn't think you guys had anything in common. Right?
Yeah, and apparently I smelled like shit. I don't get. I mean, sure, it had been a few months since I bathed, but I think that was very much uncalled for.
Yeah, if you haven't seen American Psycho, you're not going to get any of what was just said in the past 3 minutes.
Yeah.
It was all bullshit.
Yeah, I've barely been homeless in my life. So, anyways, I was reading online when I went to CNN.com. Apparently, one of the winners of The Apprentice has come out slamming Donald Trump.
Oh,
I think
okay.
it was...
Which one?
Or maybe it wasn't the winner, it was one of the contestants. I think it was... Because I have seen the picture.
Was it a woman?
No. I think it was I
man.
want to say it was the finalist who did not win season 1.
Because he was Mexican.
No, he's black.
Oh, okay, well.
But still, Donald's super racist. So.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of hits all.
Hits
ends.
all of them. Hits
Yeah.
all races.
They're real good about that.
So what was his
I don't know. I
his
didn't read it.
grievance?
I just read the headline. There's a video attached to it. I'm like, I don't fucking want to deal with that.
Oh, see, the video I do. I don't read the articles.
Oh,
That's
the
what
video's all you.
That's
You
what
wanna
my
do that? There you
difference
go.
is.
I think it's still on the page.
Oh, is it?
I think so.
Oh,
You should
yeah.
just look for the one that says,
Yes, ex-apprentice contestant slams Trump.
there you go.
I got a feeling it's going to be Jarvis. Or wait, that was not The Apprentice. That was Survivor.
Oh, when you said Jarvis, I was like, the computer system from Iron Man?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, okay.
All right, we do have the video here. And I do not know who the hell this guy is, first of all, so I'll be up front with that.
Wait, so it's not the guy from the first season?
No, he definitely doesn't look
He's a black
like,
dude, right?
He's a
I was right
black
about that.
dude for sure. At least in this picture, he appears to be black.
What's his name? Is it super? Because I remember that guy was like from Africa, I believe. So he had like a unusual name.
It doesn't seem like it's actually going to let me click on it. It allows me to click. It just doesn't take me anywhere. So I don't know if it's my phone or just the link is bad. Actually, you know what? Here it is. Let's see. Come on, Sally.
We got this.
We got it.
We got it.
We're going to probably have to watch
happening.
a AT&T commercial for 5 seconds before it lets us play it.
Well, it was a classy show with classy commercials.
All right, here we go. The ex-apprentice contestant slamming Trump.
See what he has to say.
Trump has created a toxic ecosystem in our political discourse. Trump has appealed to the lowest common denominator of fear, racism, and divisiveness in our populace. And this mix is never the path to American progress. I.e., McCarthyism, Jesse Helms, or Governor Wallace standing in the schoolhouse door.
Season 1.
Trump does not have the temperament to deal with the sensitivities
the
and
other
diplomacy
finalist.
required on the world stage with volatile regimes in Iran, North Korea, and the threat
Well, he
of
should
ISIS.
have. I thought I liked him the best
You
in
don't
that
get
show.
into a fist-for-fist boxing
Troy
match
or
in
a
2016
cowboy hat.
global politics. Trump's proposals are rooted in fantasy, hyperbole, and bombast, making Mexico pay for its
Guy's
own
using a
wall,
lot of big words.
getting China to do all our bidding based
Well, he
on
was-
threats,
I remember he was very
renegotiating all
intelligent.
treaties with Iran,
He was like a
all
guy's
because he
MBA
said
from Harvard
so.
or some shit.
Really? And he's simply a smarter negotiator who went to Wharton? Trump has corrupted the Republican Party to its own peril and taken key airtime from substantive candidates like John Kasich, while forcing other candidates to join him in the race to the bottom by banning Muslims from entry to America and building a wall instead of bridges. Either you are draining the swamp in America or you are filling the swamp in America, that swamp being intolerance and hate. And I believe that Trump is filling it.
That's him. That's Mr. What the hell did I say?
Kwame.
Kwame Jackson. Kwame
Kwame
Kilpatrick.
Kilpatrick.
I thought he
is
was in prison. What the hell?
Well, he took time out of his, busy prison schedule to slam Trump.
I
Makes
just
sense.
wanted to go on record.
Yep. Well, now we all know. Although I did, God, I had another funny article.
That
about,
felt professional, having a video go over the...
Yeah, and it sounded
Didn't
good.
it?
It's better than I thought it was going to.
Man, if we had a producer that actually showed
Yeah,
up...
if we did, Dana.
then, we'd be in real good shape. We could have cameras changing and angles and
Yeah.
fucking little doodads flying on the screen. Matter of fact, as soon
Sound
as,
effects,
as
maybe.
soon as the basement's finished, we'll have an actual studio.
Will we?
With a big table. We won't have to do this in my office
Seriously?
anymore. Yeah.
That's awesome.
We'll have cool little shit hanging on the walls.
All right. We're getting fancier every day.
It's getting fucking crazy fancy.
Yeah.
We're going to have lighting,
Fancy as shit.
studio lighting, so our faces won't be bleached out by the overhead ceiling fan light.
I don't know what you mean by that.
Dude, we're gonna look like a legit operation.
Am I gonna look less white?
We're gonna look
I
like a
look
prime
very
time
white.
show. Yeah, that's because you are directly under the overhead lights. You're getting it
Which
worse.
don't get me wrong. I don't want people to get confused. I am super white. This is just really kind of bringing that out. That is like you're shining a light on it, literally.
My goal is for this show to be so high quality, but to have no actual listeners. I want it to be like bizarrely over the top.
Like someone that clearly puts a lot of money into their work, but nobody cares.
A huge professional endeavor is what I want.
I want it to be like a 6-person operation.
It costs us $200,000 a year to run this show. We
There's
got
actually
people on
somebody-
salary.
There's a grip working here for some reason.
We got the key grip in the corner. We got
a best boy because we thought we needed one. We're still not sure what it is.
makeup beforehand.
Yeah.
I feel we could get
Oddly
away
enough,
with
make
a
me
lot
look
of that.
more pasty.
Too much white powder on your, way too much rouge.
I was gonna say not enough rouge.
You have the rosiest cheeks I've ever seen on him. I want him to be absurdly rosy and like in perfect circles too, like a doll, like a creepy ass fucking doll. Fucking Raggedy Ann on the show. Sorry. Male version of Raggedy Andy.
Well, Raggedy Andy is the male version.
That's true, but you know you got to be wearing those red and white like stuff. I
Yeah,
don't know who the
striped
fuck
things
ever wore those.
With, I believe it's overalls.
Yep.
And what is, I believe, a sailor's cap.
Sailor's cap and weird like mop type hair.
Yeah, which I think we just have to literally get a mop for and paint it. It's orange, right?
Red. I think it's like
Red?
deep red, or
Deep
maybe
red?
it is orange.
I
remember.
don't have a good memory for details, as was proven earlier today by my roommate when he sent me a picture of some, to brag about the food he was eating at MGM. And I was like, he's like, yeah. I'm like, well, yeah, I thought there was a cookie in that picture. He goes, yeah, it was. It was a double chocolate chip. I go, why was it orange? He's like, it wasn't orange. I go, yes, it was. So when I look at the picture, it's like dark brown. I'm like, but there's like this little piece of orange cake off to the side. I'm like,
well, in that orange MGM casino light, who's to fucking know,
exactly.
You know?
That's what I kept telling him. And he thinks I'm colorblind or possibly retarded. I don't know.
Mike thought they slipped him a Halloween cookie.
This stuff happens.
Well, that's our hour.
But we got one last thing to talk about.
Go ahead, hit
Okay.
me with it.
I'm definitely going to get a virtual reality headset, but I keep going back and forth on what I want to get. Because
Okay.
I got two main options.
What's your option?
You got the Oculus Rift, which of
Okay.
course is the one everyone knows about. It's well made, comes with an Xbox controller, has the headset built right in. Supposed to be pretty comfortable.
This is
Gets
for
the job.
gaming purposes?
Gaming, dicking around, whatever. Probably, I assume, eventually hooking a vacuum up to my dick. Usual shit.
Exactly. Guy stuff.
Yeah, guy shit. You get it. Or I got the HTC Vive. This one's a couple $100 more.
Okay.
Got the same general thing going on, but it has motion controllers for your hands.
That's pretty cool.
It has a front-facing camera, so that you can actually, if you want to, you can select to be able to see things around you.
Okay.
While still having a headset on. It does not come with its own audio headset, so you gotta get your own microphone. Like a wireless headset. It has a huge bundle of cords that come off the back, which they say is comparable to being you're hooked up to the Matrix or something.
That's what I was just about to say. This
Yeah.
has to make you feel more like you're in the Matrix.
Well, they say it is kind of annoying having to walk around the wires not to trip, because unlike the Oculus Rift, this one comes with some large sensors you put on the ground, some light sensors.
Okay.
And in this one, you're supposed to get up and move around. So you need a good amount of space for it.
Okay. That
So,
actually sounds pretty cool. Actually,
it sounds
like
awesome.
the better deal. Sounds like it's
does,
more
but the only
advanced.
problem I'm coming up with is finding the space. Because if I want to put that in my room where my computer is, my computer that can handle it, I'd really have to make some decisions about what's in my room at that point.
All you need is a bed pushed to the far corner of the wall.
That's pretty much what would have to happen. I wouldn't have too many other options. And the other option is moving my computer and all that stuff to the basement and doing it all in the basement.
Okay. Well, that may
Also
not
a
be
solid
bad
option, but then
either.
I wouldn't have a computer anymore.
Yeah, that would
Yeah, unless it's
certainly
like,
be
oh man, I want to look something up in the internet or watch some Netflix. Time to go to the basement.
Now,
Second floor.
Do you think we're eventually going to get to the point where it's going to be like the movie Virtuosity, where it's like that good?
Well, I remember Virtuosity, and it wasn't that. I mean, that was like some blocky 1980s looking graphics when they went into the game.
It was, but being so immersed, kind of like in that sense, to where you truly feel like you are in the fucking.
Not anytime soon,
game.
because for that you're gonna need some sort of Neuralink interface, because to be able to feel things
Right.
is always gonna be what keeps you out there. Even this stuff, with as good as it is, like you're floating hands in space pretty much.
Right.
And they're doing what they can with the video, with the audio, and I heard it's supposed to be amazing, super immersive, unlike anything you've experienced before. But at the same time, you don't feel temperature, you don't feel touch, you don't feel movement.
Right.
None of this stuff happens.
And you have to tap into the brain. That's really the only way.
And I don't see it happening anytime soon, if ever at all. But who knows what the future holds.
Right.
All right. Well, beyond that did bring up to one joke that was on the Daily Show that I wanted to bring up. They're talking about
Daily
the sex
Show's
suit.
going to sue us for using all their fucking material.
Yes. No, just like he brought up for the sex suit thing. There's like 30 Velcro straps on that thing. So after you finish, you're going to sit there and take that whole thing off, then go and wash it.
Yeah, people
They said
aren't going
it's
to be
gonna be a
washing
very
those fucking
shameful
things.
thing.
People are just they're gonna blow their load in it, and then they're gonna be like, yeah, you know what, fuck it, it's good for a few more times. Put that crusty thing back on your dick, you sick
Like
bastard.
what's scraping against the side? I know what that is.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
But yeah, that's the main thing I want to bring up.
Well, fuck.
Wait, what are your thoughts about which one you think I should get?
You know what? Yeah, but I'd go with the HTC.
Yeah?
Yeah, I know it's going to be a little bit more money, but I
The
think
money isn't the concern. It is the space that's the concern.
But still, it's so much more badass. You know what I mean?
I was thinking.
It's like, yeah, it's going to require extra space, but fuck it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to try to rework.
You're going to buy the other, you're going to buy the Oculus, and you're just going to keep thinking about the other one. That's the problem.
Yeah. But the thing is, I also kind of want to buy the Oculus because I love one comment. I think I told you about this, the comment that the creator made about Apple.
Oh.
When asked if he would ever have any support for Apple, he goes, the day they make a computer that can handle our system,
right?
I'll think about it.
Yeah, it's a good point.
I love anything that insults Apple. You know my hatred for them.
But yeah, go big because you're only going to want to get the fucking thing. And then
I think you're right. I really do.
Yeah. You only live once. Live with your balls out and have a good time.
I'm always afraid of bumping them into something, though.
Yeah, that's true.
I got a lot of glass edges in my room. And they're all like dick level. So, I mean, it's not safe.
It's very unsafe. You got to be careful. All right, that's our fucking show tonight. Take us out.
Yes, it is. Good night. And good luck.
I think we'll